Well, I might be scared, but
Hey, Jason, thanks for beginning with that. So, BMC communities, quick public hangout with key friends, your usual suspects kind of guy. Jason, go ahead and introduce yourself just in case people still ignore you.
hi, Jason Miller, Remedy, primarily a Remedy developer, hanging out in the communities quite a bit in the Remedy areas. A lot of custom development, so not so much the ITSM stuff these days.
Okie dokie. And LJ, you're the man.
LJ Longwing, longtime community user and custom Remedy developer, very similar to Jason. I dabble a little bit in API though.
Pretty fun and cool. All right, so you've been indeed using BMC committees quite a lot these past years. You've seen a lot of things moving, collapsing, starting again, getting okay, and issues. So gamification is something how can we say that politely? We learned a lot about in the past years. And Michelle is here from my phone, I believe. No, Android.
Well, I am at home actually, so I'm on Wi-Fi, but I was in the process of rebooting my phone when you tried contacting me before.
So Michelle, welcome here. We have this quick public hangout to talk about gamification on BMC committees, what we have now, what we'll have on UAT, and where we want to go in the future.
Great.
Sounds good?
Sure.
So Jason, Big Brother kind of thing, big data kind of thing. I see you've tested stuff on UAT. I saw that your user actually liked posts on UAT. Liked some of my posts. That's how I knew it.
Yep.
So it's a whole new gamification system that we are applying here on UAT and that we are willing to launch in July. So can you give us your top 2 comments here?
Definitely much cleaner. It seems to be making sense. I just jumped in for the first time last night, but so far it seems intuitive. One thing I like is I can't remember the page name. It might be activity or something, but it shows you your points building. So there's like an audit trail. There's been a big question over time. People like, should I get points for this? Should I not get points? How many points is this worth? And this is showing me, so that's kind of neat.
I like that.
I like one of your.
No, that's all good. That's all good. Just so you know, there are some things that are surprises. The whole point of a gamification system is not for people to hunt for points. So many things, points, badges will appear by surprise so that people have a good time. Hey, it's not cheating to get points.
That's a good approach.
And let's welcome Richard. Richard, can you hear us fine? So Richard, while you work out your audio settings, let's get feedback from LJ on the new gamification system, I guess, except if you want to talk about the current that we are having a couple of issues with.
It looks pretty good. I like the general layout, the missions, the badges. Those are all interesting. I think the entire point for me of gamification is to increase interest in participation. And when you give people rewards, regardless of how silly those rewards are, the human brain enjoys that. So gamification works to help stimulate the human.
Sounds good, and it's about motivating. The way I phrase it, and I'm not marketing bullshit here, it's about crediting good user behavior. If we can show that this guy deserves points and badges because he does things, then others will learn from this behavior. Is that to marketing to describe things for you guys?
Well, that's the general idea, I think. The historical way it was done was just simply, you get stars for as many posts as you do, and you trust somebody with 5 stars more than you trust somebody with 1. Same general idea, but you're getting missions and badges and such, so it's a little more feedback than the old star system, which is nice.
Cool. We'll talk about many details, but before, let's continue with Michel. I'm French, so I need to begin with Michel, then with Richard, who's a customer, but is coming and dropping from time to time.
So I haven't looked at the new system yet. Is there an email or something where or that?
So you'll see that very quickly. It's in the secret group where power users interact. So I'll make sure you have quick access to that. Basically, so I'll share with you my vision. Not the operational or tactical details, but the vision, the strategy on the new gamification. The new gamification we picked will work natively, fine, quick, easy on BMC communities in July. Then Hangout just blank for me, no sound navi. Oh, sorry about that. Any of you help out Richard on the Hangout I am here? So yeah, quick and easy on BMC communities. Then, what if this single gamification platform was used to credit good user behavior on iLearn, the education system, on docs? When somebody does something great on docs, we want to reward this guy. So what if the badges, the points were the same, BMC wide, whatever the technology people are using? Then you see that Richard MacLeod, for example, Richard MacLeod is a great, very skilled person to answer in the BladeLogic communities. He uploads product content. He has done that with the ZipKit program. And then he also, update pages on docs. He also does something neat on the support side. So one profile, one gamification, and all of these things aggregated. That's the vision that I want to drive.
I see. So what you're saying is that this gamification could apply not just across the communities, but also on docsbmc.com as well. So people leaving comments, for example, could get badges as well, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever the good behavior you want to reward on docs, or on support, or on iLearn, the education piece, or on whatever other properties we have, then the user will be rewarded with the right points, badges, whatever. And on a single profile, they will see everything.
I understand.
So,
great.
Right? Sounds good to you?
I personally, I like the idea, but it's not just up to me in terms of
come on, you decide. I mean, if you say it live on a public hangout, nobody can say no afterwards. So I guess I haven't talked about this idea with many people in the docs team, so you can definitely talk about it so that they think about that. The education team is more than ready for that. The support team is more than ready for that.
So for education, are they having this applying to people taking actual web-based training or stuff?
So yeah, we will decide the exact behaviors we gamify. But when somebody gets certified, he deserves a badge, and that's something that happens on the education system. When somebody somebody attends a course. Perhaps when you attend an education course, you get something, points, badges, something. So in a unified manner, we would see how engaged, how influential each user is on all the BMC properties, not only BMC communities, but all the BMC properties.
Sure. So, I think the tricky part for the docs is to think about what behaviors are we actually trying to encourage, and what can you, and what is it that you can gamify or is worth gamifying? Because some of it is just people are rewarded because they're trying to do something and they found the information and they're able to do the thing that they were trying to do. So they don't really need a badge for that necessarily. But it could be that there are badges or things for rating content, for completing. You might have noticed that there's a new survey that pops up for responding to the survey, for leaving comments, replying to comments, things like that.
Yeah, there will be many talks and design to find that out, but yeah, we'll define behaviors that you want to foster on docs and reward them accordingly.
Sure.
So that's for the vision part. Let's go back. Let's go back to Jason, I guess, for the leaderboards. So what do you think about the new leaderboards on BMC committees, the user acceptance test server for now?
I didn't look at that a whole lot. It seemed a little clearer for what I did see. Is it still under activity, the activity section? Last night I was mostly posting, making content, and replying, so I wasn't really looking at the leaderboard.
And that's good. So who is brave enough, Jason, LJ, who is brave enough to share the screen on the UAT server and look at the L system community?
I'm brave enough, but I'd have to find it.
So the UAT server. So who will be the quickest?
My Chrome crashes when I share my screen.
Oh.
So that's an excuse.
You might have to tap dance for a minute here. I got to find the link.
It's okay, come. We need to see it. We need to see it live. And I'm just speaking about the L system community because that's one of the product community where we had some tests in the past days. Okay, so I'll cheat a little bit. So on instant messaging here, I've
got the link. Now I've got to remember my credentials.
Well, these are the same as the ones. Oh, we'll talk about that. That's a tough topic.
Yeah, but.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Probably see another hangout, but we'll talk about single sign-on crazy sauce. So your
I'm in.
Username is J Miller, J and M first cap.
Yeah, I'm in. It's
your
the password that's always tricky.
Yeah, the password is I love Remedy, isn't it?
So
I love Remedy 1.
Michelle?
I'm just seeing. I just click that bit.ly to get the screen, right?
No, I was just sharing it for Jason here. So Jason,
Yep.
Okay.
I think
Now I don't know where anything in my Hangout is because I'm, as you know, using a phone.
I know, okay. I know. So can you see Jason's screen?
Yes, I can click it and make it big, and I can see Jason's screen.
Lovely. So now let's go to the AL system community.
All right. Which I noticed is in the wrong place in UAT.
Well, UAT was refreshed. Come on, we cannot do that. Really?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Okay, can we say bye-bye and good luck to Anirban Dutta? Well, using this this time.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's good. We're gonna miss him.
Yep.
But so, now I've seen your announcement and where to go and log in.
All right, so.
I'll only stay on for a few more minutes because I have a work meeting that I'll have to join.
Well, yeah, we all have to work from time to time after talking with customers. I understand that. So, Jason, you see a leaderboard on the top right here.
Yep.
One of the progress that happened is that you're number one. You're number one on the leaderboard. Yeah, you test. You test a lot. One thing that happened is that the leaderboard is so quick to refresh and to load, actually, that we actually make it above the fold now. In the past, we had to move it below the fold because it was too slow to load. So now, that's good. Then when you mouse over Let's mouse over whoever's. You mouse over yourself,
I'll mouse over Laurent.
Laurent. And by the way, I purposely did not invite him because he would use too much time today. All right, so Laurent, senior consultant, company BMC. So LJ, give me your perspective on the Me in 3 capability.
I find that interesting to be able to highlight your, shall we say, your favorite badges. I have no idea which badges I'll be highlighting myself, but that's an interesting capability to specify which ones you feel are the most important badges you've obtained.
Yeah, the point is, instead of having whatever 10, 20, 200 badges on your profile, well, you help people to quickly know you. So here you see Mean 3 with the Engage, 2 Engage badges, for example. Badges for the BMC Engage event. Because I just believe that it makes sense. And whatever, it's a test system, we'll see whatever we'll have on prod.
Oh, is Sean Berry on this call?
Say that again?
I said, is Sean Berry on this call?
No, he's not. He may be viewing live. I don't have feedback from him yet.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if he's referring to this is the call I'm in or the call that I dropped out of because I couldn't be in. He says, I'm watching, but no one's looking at the Q&A, and I can't interact or join, and I didn't know if he was someone you invited to this call.
So he sure was invited. In the same way, I invited you guys. So for some reason, Sean, it did not work for Sean. Sorry about it, Sean, if you hear us. Jason, so you said that you saw some ranking on each profile.
Yep.
Can you please demo to us what it is?
Yeah, absolutely, if I can get there. Where was my profile?
Quick and easy.
So I believe it was under activity. Oh, no, it was this new little widget here. So the viewpoint details. For my profile, go there, and yep, here is activity. So here was everything I was testing last night.
Yeah, gory details of all activities.
Yep, exactly. But it was neat because I know there's been a lot of question in the past. You know, if I do this, what should happen, or should that have given me points? There were some old behaviors that I think had given points in the past that I test. I think moving content would give you a badge at one time. So I tried that and noticed, oh, that didn't do anything. So it was really neat to actually see real time what was the gamification system was looking at.
Yeah, and again, we don't want to, people to hunt for points. So this happens to appear, but that's definitely not. We want people to spend time and try and find out how to get points. So you have a way here to demo the Mean 3 capability, don't you?
I haven't played with that one. Oh, here we go. And like LJ, I'm kind of like, I don't really know which of these I want to highlight. But so if you just drag them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, give it a try.
I guess the third one's off the screen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're working on a bigger elastic whiz, thing.
Oh yeah. I gotcha. Okay. So it looks like I have the Mean 3 now.
Yeah. So before you go away, could you please have a look at the missions, places, and ranking?
Yeah.
Some tabs here.
Okay, so I'm looking at my own, and I can see like my points and levels. I see. So there's activity and then missions, places, and ranking. So the activity just has very small amount, although I seem to have a lot of points. And
so
this seems similar to before. The mission seems okay. I guess at first it seemed confusing, but now I see that each thing is a mission. It wasn't really clear that the 1 follower was a mission, 1 like, and the 10 followers that those were missions. But I remember from before that those were missions.
But Correct. There is some semantic change with this migration here.
Places. Oh, I see that there are now badges to earn in the different, I guess, communities and places.
So let's just pause for a second here on missions. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. We're gone. Here we see that Jason, that's your own profile, right? Completed a couple of missions, so he has the badges. And on some missions, missions is often a set of steps. So you actually see a progress bar on how you are doing on a specific mission, and then you complete the mission, so you get the badge. So that's the logic.
Several are complete, and then some of them say like 25%, 30%, etc. And it's interesting. It says the recently completed by, so I can see who else who has actually completed some of these missions.
Yep. So Jason, you were about to demo something else with the places capability, and we want to let LJ talk because I see LJ moving.
I have to drop off.
Okay. Michelle, thanks a lot. Please tell your friends about the amazing capabilities we could have.
Sure. Bye.
And Sean Berry joined. Sean, is that you? So
yeah,
thanks.
I haven't.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I haven't actually played with the places and the ranking tabs. I was just looking at activity and missions when I looked around here.
Okay, good. So places, Jason, do you get what it is?
Well, it's your ranking in those different places, right? Whether it be a group or a sub-community.
So I guess you made points in the air system community. So on the top, there's a way to filter. So if you search with air system, I guess. We'll see. It's a live demo. Nobody knows what to expect in a live demo. So it's not impressive.
No, I'm not impressed.
Perhaps searching a remedy or something. See? It works. It works exactly as expected. Can you see in the middle of your screen?
Let me see. Let's see. APL.
No, it was appearing. It was appearing on your screen. It said that on the remedy, whatever it's called, remedy air system community, you made 100 points.
Yep. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, so that's exactly the goal of this capability. It not only tells people, okay, when I look at a profile, this guy has 200,000 points. It tells you where this guy made
another point system.
Yeah, brand new. Currently on UAT that want to deploy. So I will shut down Sean here. Sean, give us your feedback.
Yet another point system.
Yeah, we remove the ones that we had many issues with in the past 21 months.
Will any of the points transfer over, or are people starting over from scratch?
No, the points transfer over. The points fully transfer over this time. The badges transfer over, except the badges that we decided to clean up. Say that again?
Can we build our own badges?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. Can we do what on the badges?
Can we make our own awards?
Yes, if you're admin of the platform, and we'll talk about that.
I'm used to not being an admin on a lot of things. So.
Well, we'll talk about that. We can expect.
So what's the point of this thing? Gamification, get that, but I've been asking questions in Q&A for 10 minutes, so.
Oh, sorry about that. We've been
That's
fully
okay,
ignoring
you. Why would you actually look at the Q&A, you know?
And okay, I see all your questions now, and I was busy talking with Jess, LJ, and Michelle. Sorry about that. So, to your question, is it being recorded? Yes, it's broadcasted live on YouTube, and it's going to be on my YouTube channel in a minute. So, gamification system, as LJ described, is about motivating people by rewarding good behaviors from other users.
Okay.
And the gamification system we had this past month, we had a couple of issues with, and now we're changing technology and landing on this one. And LJ, give us your feedback about, for example, just the new leaderboard in each product community.
Leaderboard's always nice, of course, to be able to see, who's doing most in what communities. But one thing that has been lacking in the past, as far as gamification, was, this screen right here that Jason's looking at, the places. Sometimes I get a suggestion on, the activity page that says you should follow this person, and I quite often struggle trying to find out where that person, specializes.
Yeah.
And through the Places tab, I can look to see what activities they participate in to find out whether or not they're going to be providing content that I want to follow. So I definitely like this Places here.
Cool.
So should this help us figure out who the top 3 or 4 people are in each major space?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there will be a leaderboard that Jason demoed earlier on, a leaderboard in each community that displays the top users. We decided not to display the all-time top users because it's scary. When somebody joins the community, he says, come, these guys are like far too big. So we will use a monthly top users with a 30-day window rolling so that we actually display the trendy users in a given community. How does it sound for you?
I mean, I like to see the people who are the experts.
Yeah.
I think in some of the smaller communities, that's going to turn over pretty fast. But I guess I understand the goal as you have stated it. I'm not sure it's how I mean, that's one way to do it. I think, LJ, I think one of the things that customers find when they come to communities is they see this thing as being very confusing, and they can't understand where they can contribute. They see a bunch of different spaces, right? And they're like, where do I contribute, right? And I mean, that's especially a challenge over in the automation space where we have, 5 or 6 product areas plus the overall product area, plus people, keep posting ideas to their own personal space. I think it would be useful. One of the things that particularly concerns me about this page is, okay, I mean, I see 6 or 7 groups here, and if I'm not an experienced remedy person, how do I figure out who the leaders are, How do I figure out what I should be paying attention to, right?
Well,
Okay.
the Remedy organization has had that problem for a very long time, because until recently, we had the problem management group and the knowledge management group and the change management group and such, and through some concerted effort by many people over a very long period of time, we've finally gotten the Remedy communities broken, or consolidated down into 2 or 3 different groups, because
Right.
I agree, it can be extremely confusing. In fact, even being a Remedy expert the way that I am, when I first joined communities, there were half a dozen different places that I could follow and join and contribute in, and I ended up just kind of globbing them all into one mental bucket so that I could keep track of. So I fully understand the plight that you mentioned of people who are brand new to it and they don't know where to post. That's why we see so many posts in the social group, because they're just like, hey, I'm having problem X, I don't know what to do.
Right.
So I think the cleaning it up so that you don't have as many individual product groups, you don't have a header group and subgroups, you just have server automation group.
Right.
Lots of people have complained that is, they only want to follow that one small subset of information as opposed to, the overall piece. But I agree with Matt from the perspective that If we consolidate everything into a single place, then it's a whole lot less confusing for the newbies, especially, but everyone in general, that they don't have to fish around to find the right areas.
Yeah, no decision point when searching or posting.
Okay.
Jason, would you mind clicking on the AR system, Remedy AR system community here, just to show to Sean how the... Oh, it was also appearing on your screen. So here, Sean, and that's the demo environment we're having right now. You see the monthly top users appearing top right on each product community.
Okay.
So it would be a quick and easy way for people to understand who they might want to learn from. And Jason, if you want to mouse over somebody, you'll be able to show to, well, me, you'll be able to show to Sean that it display points, display the level, also displays the top badges that each user can set on his or her profile.
Yeah, can you scroll down a little bit? Everything below the great pics line is actually hiding below behind pictures for people. So do that again.
Scroll down again, okay.
No.
No, mousing over.
Oh, the mouse over, gotcha. How's that?
Yeah. So what is the me and 3 thing?
LJ, you explain.
Well, that's where each individual user gets to highlight what they feel are the 3 top badges for themselves.
Is that going to get auto-filled if they don't pick something?
By default, it's empty. I'm sure all the users who care about BMC communities, who care about their personal branding, will not only fill their profile attributes, but also decide their 3 top badges.
I get nervous when you say the people who care will do things, because then you're putting work on the end user. But
Hey.
I don't want to fight about that. So okay, I think I understand what's being done here.
Yeah, it's the same thing with any attribute. If people don't want to fill in the company, the job title, they do not have to. We'll not sue them if they don't do. But if they do, they will benefit from that.
Matt, I think the thing I'm asking is, how difficult is it going to be to get that stuff filled out? Or are they going to get a prompt that says, at some point, that says, X number of points to fill out on your profile? Facebook for a while would pop up things all the time and be like, hey, fill in this thing, and and LinkedIn did the same thing. Are we doing that with the me and 3? Will there be a pop-up that asks them to fill it out?
No pop-up. We will we'll make sure that it grows in a viral manner. I use many communities who use this technology, and that's
I'm struggling, Matt. The reason I ask is I'm struggling to get people to even know what the communities is.
Okay.
So.
And that's fair. And you may have heard LJ, a customer of us, saying that things are getting simplified on BMC communities from a communities taxonomy point of view. You can expect some cool things to happen on the homepage and the navigation in the next couple of months. It's all about, indeed, simplification and making it easier for people to benefit.
Well, for what it's worth, Matt, I agree with Sean from the perspective, like everybody here probably uses LinkedIn, and if there's some feature that LinkedIn has added that they want you to populate, you get it. When you go to your profile, you get that pop-up that says, what are you doing at this job? Do you want to sponsor? Do you want to,
get some references? Do you want to endorse someone else? Right? And we know about those things because there was a pop-up that went with them, right?
Yeah.
Because there was some interaction. Action needed, right?
And I know that previously there was a little scroll bar on the left-hand side of communities that said, % profile complete at one point.
And I don't see that.
I remember that. Yeah.
And that was nice because you could say, oh, well, I'm not done filling out my profile. I need to.
Yeah.
You're prompted to finish that.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing does help
Yeah.
drive user behavior where you want the user behavior to be driven. And filling out me in 3, if that's something you want, some sort of pop-up on their profile page that says, oh, go fill this out, would certainly fill that information out more readily than it just being an option. I completely agree with that.
I like that. Thanks, Sean.
Right.
Thanks, LJ.
Yep. All right.
Hey.
Good luck, guys.
See you. Hey, Jason.
I'm curious to see what this turns into.
Sure.
And I'd be curious to see the list of all the badges. Is this in beta or is this actually in production at this point?
No, beta for now. By the
How
way,
do I get to the beta?
well, you'll see a pop-up. You'll see
Of
something
course,
shared.
I'll get a pop-up for that.
Yeah. So, Sean, just before you run, we definitely want to help programs like ZipKeep programs by rewarding the good users. So people who contribute, many ZipKeep, like Richard. Richard was trying to join this Hangout earlier on. We definitely want to reward them.
Okay.
And it goes, far above ZipKit, but all the community contributed content for all our products. So that's part of the things we want to enforce.
If we want this thing to work and we want it to be addictive, you got to take a lesson from SimCity. I was playing this thing like nobody's business, and it has great, okay, do this thing, do that thing, right?
Yeah.
That's why I asked about badges, right?
Yeah.
I would love to give a badge to everybody who contributes a ZipKit, and I want it to be pretty, right?
Yeah.
And then I want everybody who's contributed a script, everybody who's downloaded a script, right? I would love to be able to do that kind of stuff. My challenge, Matt, is I have no idea how to do that or even who to talk to.
So I will help you make that happen.
Great. All right. Good luck.
See ya.
Yep.
LJ, Jason, you still have some time, or?
I'm actually running low.
Jason, on your side?
Yeah, I've got a little more.
Okay, LJ, any final comment from you?
No, just looking forward to this hitting it and seeing where it goes.
Cool. Thanks a lot for this initial review. In the next couple of minutes, and then we all need to run. I'm 15 minutes late on a meeting with some friends actually, business friends. Jason, you were looking at the profile, then displaying the points details, and then we had whatever activity, missions, places, and ranking, I believe.
That sounds about right.
Could you please demo that again, just so that we quickly see what capabilities are displayed here?
Okay. Yeah, so from my profile, I went to the viewpoint detail, which takes you to this activity, which is basically an audit log of how you've gained your points. Sometime I want to ask you about the level. That's not quite making sense to me at the moment, but I'm sure that will come in time. And then here's the missions. Now you said this is a percentage complete bar. I've finished most of these. So do you think there are some that I can? Here we go. So I have something to shoot for. Good.
Yeah, 25% here.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, last night I wasn't seeing that because they were all at it completed. So okay, that's neat. And the filtering and sorting, that's a good feature.
Cool.
And I'm looking at the places. I noticed that's missing here. So I don't know if it's possible to, my most active or where I have the most points, and be able to sort here too.
Okay, so there's a filter capability, no sorting capability.
Exactly.
Okay.
So like before, when we were trying to point out my remedy activity, if we could have just sorted by where I have the most points, it would have shown right up at the top.
I agree.
And then on to the ranking. Oh, okay. Here's the everyone. Okay, so this is what was on the activity page before, right? The all-time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well,
so I think that works. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. It's a bit different. So that's okay. I can't remember exactly what we had on the activity slash activity page. So it tells you who are the 5 guys up and down for you. So here you're number 3 globally
gotcha.
on BMC communities. LJ is number 7. Great job.
So now, if I was 20 or so, would it show? Would it
15
jump
to
to
20
my
to
spot?
Yeah, 15
Okay.
to 20 to 25. Ranking is about comparing you with others, globally.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, it would jump to wherever I was, and I would see who's above me and who's below me. Okay, perfect. That's good, because when you had mentioned the global ranking wasn't going to be there anymore, I understand the reasoning, but it's also kind of fun, especially when you start heading towards the top, and I edge out Laurent and he edges me out. So it's kind of a fun little game we have.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fair.
with his.
You can edge him out in this environment.
No, I agree. Yeah, and he's kind of pulled away from me lately in production as well. But we used to do that.
So yeah, this global game definitely needs to continue to happen. But with the weekly top users widget, I'd like such game to happen on each product community, and not weekly, sorry, monthly. With the monthly top users, people can see trends and how they're doing compared to others.
So now will the weekly and the daily still be visible, or is it just purely monthly now?
Okay. Unfortunately, for the release, for the launch early July, I had to pick a time frame. All time, daily, monthly, whatever. So I picked monthly.
Okay. And actually, I think it's kind of fun to choose between weekly and daily. If you're having a slow month, I can pick weekly and see, but I've been active this week, so I'm catching up.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's too much. If that's if that causes noise, is it really more noise than it's worth?
Perhaps. I actually would like monthly and all time. But whatever we'll have in the future, at least monthly is a big improvement compared to what we have for now.
Yeah, and I like the idea that it's a rolling month. I like that you threw that in there, because at the beginning of the month you start at the beginning again. So this is more, just because you were active at the end of June, you don't lose all that activity.
Yeah, so now it's rolling. It's not since first of this month.
Yeah, that's good.
Anything else you guys would like to share about BMC communities or gamification here?
So far, it's looking good. Like I said, I started messing with it a little bit last night, but nothing has stood out as being problematic or hard to understand. And it looks very nice. It seems to work really well.
Excellent. LJ, before you run?
Same as Jason. It seems to look good. It seems to look good, and we'll just have to see how it works out in production.
Excellent. We'll do that. So this is a thing that happens early July. Then we'll have some work on the user experience, on the homepage, on the navigation, and you'll be sure looped in to get your feedback.
Sounds good, Matt. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your time today.
Take care.
And talk to you soon.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye-bye.
Bye.